Hi! Alright, so welcome. This video, it's basically just gonna be about my experience with stuttering. It's I believe, a speech disorder that's very common in kids at a young age, because I was diagnosed with stuttering, I would say around 4 years old, I would say, give or take. So we're first gonna start. So there's gonna be, I guess, 5 different stages. The first stage is just gonna be my parents finding out, me going to a speech therapist. Then the second stage will, not second stage, but the section will be about me, or I guess three. No, wait, let me think. Hold on. Four. Yeah. So one being me going to the speech therapist when I was like 4. The second one being going to the speech therapist throughout primary school. That basically is just elementary school, in other words. Then the third one is me having speech therapy in middle school, and then me reflecting back on my experience with stuttering, speech therapy, SLP, which just stands for speech language pathologist. All right, so let's just get into it. So with the first one that I said previously, basically I was diagnosed with speech therapy. I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna say it right now, this video is not gonna be as perfect, all right? But it's okay, it's fine. We're not perfect anyways. But yeah, so my parents saw that I was stuttering when I said words. They saw that I just wasn't talkative like normal kids were, so they took me to the doctors, and the doctor recommended that, or diagnosed me with stuttering. So my parents took me to St. Joseph's Hospital, which is a hospital in Tampa, and I went there to go see a speech therapist, because that's what the doctor recommended. And it seems like I had a big problem with stuttering, and it had to be fixed. So I would say, I don't remember too much, because this was, when I was 4, that was about, let's see, I'm 19 right now. That was about 15 years ago. Whoa, 15 years ago. That's a lot of years. I just realized that. That's so many years. Anyways, but yeah, so that's what happened. And then starts primary school, kindergarten. So I go into kindergarten. How it worked was that I went to a school that had speech therapists, had SLPs, and so I went to see them. They're pretty much fun for the most part. They were really fun. They made the sessions enjoyable, interesting. They focused a lot on language, communication, things like that. We played different card games, and it was overall wholesome, and I can't lie, I honestly enjoyed it. Did I ever feel left out or picked on by other kids? No. It was, to me, it wasn't something that I was ashamed of having. It was just a problem that I needed to overcome, and eventually I did. So then, continuing on to first grade, same deal. I had the same speech therapist. Go into second grade, same deal as well. Third, fourth, fifth, everything was good. Each speech therapist that I had each year told me that my level, or not my level, but my speech and my speaking and communication skills were improving a lot, which is good. That was a good sign. So then it comes in middle school. I see another speech therapist in 6th grade. She was super sweet, super nice, super charming. She helped me out a lot. She pulled me out of classes that were mainly electives, no core classes, because those are core classes. So your math, science, language arts, history courses, She didn't take me out of those. She took me out of like PE, a course called Avid, music, sports. Is that a course in middle school? I think so. Anyways, so we had all that, and then comes in 7th grade, and that's when my speech therapist said, "You've been doing so good for the past, what, 7 years I've been in school?" And she's like, "Here's your certificate. That basically just shows that you don't need speech therapy anymore and that you successfully overcame your struggle of stuttering, and not only that, but developed strong communication skills, speaking skills, and so much more that I forgot right now." I was super happy. I was super proud of myself. I was very, very happy and just overwhelmed with the excitement that I was able to overcome that difficulty. And it was just all wholesome, you know? Now comes the reflection. So to reflect back on all of this, that moment was probably one of the most amazing moments of my life, because I have succeeded in something that kind of like was a problem for me, for my communication. And when I look back, I see it as more so an achievement. I see it more so as something to be proud of. And I never once felt like I was different from other kids. I never got bullied for it or picked on. I did get picked on, but for other reasons that I'm not going to go into. But for speech therapy wise, not really. Overall, I had a good experience. I know that a lot of other people or a lot of other kids didn't, or probably not. They were probably seen as, dumb, or as a dummy, or as just a kid with problems that will never ever achieve the goal of speaking clearly with no problems. If I'm gonna be honest, this is probably one of my, if I'm gonna be honest, that is so not true, obviously. Even if you have a speech disorder, it's not the end of the world. I know that people get picked on for it, for the most part, not only for stuttering, but for other speech disorders that I can't really think of on the top of my head right now, which is really sad because it's not their fault. I don't know why society picks and breaks apart people for having these disorders that you develop as a child. So for me, if I were to ever be a speech therapist, because I am currently studying to be a psychologist, not necessarily a speech therapist, but that was in my mind for a good month or two. If I was one, if I was studying to be one, I should say, I wouldn't ever make a kid feel as though they're different from other kids. I would just be like, it's okay. I went through it. And since I went through it and overcame that obstacle, so can you. I believe in you. You will be okay. And so, knowing that, I would do everything in my power to help young Hispanic students out, or young Latino students out. And I say Latino because, I'm Latino, I'm Cuban. And, I know that a lot of Spanish families don't really understand that for the most part. So yeah, that's pretty much my story. I know it was probably boring, but it does mean a lot to me. It was my journey, and I wanted to just make this video to just show that you're not alone. That I don't want to say survivor, because that's has nothing to do with it, but I'm living proof that I moved away from that. I overcame it. And it's always going to be a big achievement in my heart. But with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy the website that I made. I hope you like what you see. I hope you take a look at the articles I provided you guys, as well as the videos. And yeah, with that being said, have a wonderful day. I hope you have an amazing journey. I hope your journey to overcome speech, not disabilities, but speech disorders. Sorry, I lost my track of thought. Not comes around, but I hope that you are able to overcome those speech challenges. And I know you can. Okay? If I can, you can. But yeah, with that being said, have a wonderful day, like I said before. And if you want, like and share, I guess. And yeah, have a great day. Bye bye.